Hello everyone, welcome to Kitty's Kitchen. Today we're going to make keto cheeseburger sauce. This is a very easy recipe that everybody loves, so I hope you will too. So let's get started. I'm going to turn my pan on. What I have here already is I've browned off about 1.5 pounds of beef hamburger. But you could use a mixture of half pork, half beef, whatever you like, or even all pork would still be good. But I've used beef hamburger today, and that gives it more of the cheeseburger flavor. So I'm going to turn on my heat now. I haven't added any salt or pepper. I've added a bit of garlic. You can use fresh or dried, or even some garlic powder, whatever you like. Some people also like a little bit of onion, but for today I've only used some garlic. We're using cheddar cheese, and cheddar cheese is quite salty, so we'll make the sauce and then we'll taste it and we'll decide if it needs some salt or pepper. Our hamburger is sizzling nicely. I've got it on high heat. I'm going to turn it down just a tad. And what we're going to add is some heavy whipping cream. That's how simple this recipe is. Now I have two cups here, but I'm only going to put about half of it in to start. So that was 1 cup. The beauty of this recipe is that it's very versatile. If you have more hamburger than this, a larger family to feed, then you just add more. We're going to just let this heat up a bit. Not so much reduce as heat up. We'll just give our sauce a minute. We want it to be heated thoroughly. We don't necessarily want it to be reduced too much, but we want to make sure that it's hot, but not at a rolling boil. This is, I guess you'd call it a fast simmer. So I'm going to stir it around just a bit more. And we're ready for our cheddar cheese. I have 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese in this bowl, so I'm only going to add half. You want the cheddar cheese to melt evenly on a lower heat, so that you don't boil it too hard. Then cheddar cheese, if you heat it on too high of a heat, it has a tendency to split and the oil to come out of it rather than become a creamy sauce. So that melted in very nicely. I'm going to turn down my heat even more to quite low. And I'm going to add the other cup of cheddar cheese. It does use quite a bit of cheddar cheese, but that's why it's cheesy. I'm going to stir this in. And as you see, it's looking very cheesy and creamy. At this point, if you wanted more sauce, I would add more cream and more cheese. So for example, another half a cup of cream and another half a cup of cheese. It's very versatile. You can't really make a mistake making this sauce. It's really just how much you want. And if you want it even cheesier, you could add more cheddar, or you could add another type of cheese. You could add some Monterey Jack. The only thing I would caution you about is not using mozzarella, because mozzarella is stringy, so it'll change the texture of your sauce. So we're done. That's how simple this sauce is. So I'm going to turn my heat off and give it another stir. Then I'm going to show you the 2 ways that you can serve it. There are other ways that you can serve it, but I'm just going to show you 2 ways today. So the first way is I have some parboiled rapini today. So that's the vegetable we're going to serve it with today. So for example, I'll dish up a nice portion of our cheesy hamburger. And here's our rapini. And that's how simple dinner is. Another way to serve this cheesy sauce that's super simple and super yummy is to put them on pork rinds or chicharrones. So what I have here is some chicharrones, and I'm just going to put some of our cheesy sauce on top. And you can make this in a big dish or a little dish. I just happen to like this little casserole dish. Now that looks kind of bland. So what I'm going to do, and this is a good way to serve them too, is I like on my chicharrones and super cheesy sauce some pickled jalapenos. There we go. Super yummy. Here we have our keto cheeseburger sauce, two ways. As a cheesy sauce with some vegetables, and with some pork rinds and some jalapenos for spiciness. I hope you enjoy these two recipes. Thank you for watching Kitty's Kitchen.